this story, the hero was a Roman goddess named Juno. Even though she had not done anything heroic, it was told by her perspective. She didn't necessarily save the day, but she went on an adventure. She left her ordinary world and went her journey to Earth. The shadow Jupiter. He was the husband of Juno, and he was cheating on his wife with Io the heifer. The hero that made Juno go on her adventure was Io. Io was a heifer and she was having an affair with Jupiter, the husband of Juno. Mercury was the son of Jupiter. Jupiter was troubled at beholding the sufferings of his mistress, and calling Mercury, told him to go and dispatch Argus. Argus was the loyal retainer. He was the 100-eye monster that assists the hero Juno. He worked for Juno, imprisoned and suffered Io. Callisto was another maiden who excited the jealousy of Juno, and the goddess changed her into a bear. One day, Juno perceived it suddenly grow dark and immediately suspected that her husband had raised a cloud to hide some of his doings that would not bear the light. She brushed away the cloud and saw her husband on the banks of a glassy river with a beautiful heifer standing near him. Juno suspected the heifer's form concealed some fair nymph of mortal models was indeed the case, for it was Io, the daughter of the river god Inachus, whom Jupiter had been flirting with, and when he became aware of the approach of his wife, had changed into that form. Juno joined her husband, and noticing the heifer, praised its beauty, and asked whose it was and of what herd. Jupiter, to stop questions, replied that it was a fresh creation from the earth. Juno asked to have it as a gift. The goddess was not yet relieved of her suspicions, so she delivered the heifer to Argus to be strictly watched. Argus had 100 eyes in his head and never went to sleep with more than 2 at a time, so that he kept watch of Io constantly. He suffered her to feed through the day, and at night tied her up with a vile rope round her neck. Jupiter was troubled at beholding the sufferings of his mistress, and calling Mercury, told him to go and dispatch Argus. Mercury was the son of Jupiter. He presented himself as a shepherd during his flock. As he strolled on, he blew upon his pipes. These were what are called the Synrex and Pandion. Argus was glad for the company and listened to soft music. After some time, Mercury told a story, a very long and monotonous tale that went on and on. Before Mercury finished the story, he saw Argus' eyes all asleep, as his head nodded forward in his breast. To honor Argus as a loyal servant, Juno put his eyes as ornaments on the tail of her peacock. And for the last, Juno's heart softened. She said to Jupiter, "Promise me that you will never look at Io again." Jupiter agreed. With that, he changed Io into a beautiful young girl. Callisto also was caught with Jupiter by Juno. This time, she decided to make her a bear. One day, her son was hunting and found her, and the second before, he was about to kill her. Juno stopped him and talked them both.
She questioned Titis and Oceanus on what to do. She came into a decision instead of joining her back like what she did to Io. She made them into stars known as the Great and the Little Bear.